We battle them, spite them, we try to overpower them. We get impulsive, irrational, and even erratic because of them. But we almost never stop to try and understand them. We approach our emotions as enemies, as an inconvenience in our lives, or even as a form of suffering. But what if I told you that the very thing you're trying to get rid of can actually be a valuable signal? A message that you can learn to read, understand, and use to live a happier, healthier life. Hi and welcome to Sense of Synergy channel. I'm Carolina and I'm a hypnopsychotherapist, mindfulness teacher, and I have almost 10 years of working experience in the mental health sector. Over the years, I've supported countless individuals towards better mental health and well-being. And today I'm bringing those insights and tools with me to this channel. So if you're interested in topics like personal growth and development, make sure you stick around with me. Most of us see emotions as those invisible powers and forces that just appear in our heads or somewhere out there in this unknown space. And when they show up, they take control of us or they just ruin our day. But the truth is, emotions are physical events. They're physiological changes in response to internal or external stimuli and situations. And understanding this fact can challenge a lot of the language we use to describe emotions or the ways we tend to think about them. So here are my 3 top points about what emotions are not. Emotions are not good or bad. Emotions just are. And they just are because they're just like your blood pressure, heart rate, or body temperature. They're physiological changes, reactions, and processes. And we can perhaps say that some emotions are more pleasant or unpleasant, but that's based on our experiences of what happens when I express that emotion. But none of that makes any emotion inherently good or bad. And we have a whole spectrum, a whole range of emotions for a reason. Emotions are not toxic. Feeling anger, fear, sadness won't poison you. And objectively speaking, when we're thinking about that word toxic, things like alcohol or drugs may poison you, but emotions, really, that word doesn't make any sense here. Because emotions are just your body's way of communicating. Emotions are messages from us to us. We just never learned how to read them. And just remember, emotion and our reaction or way of showing that emotion are 2 separate stories, 2 separate things. So for instance, anger tends to get a bad rep, doesn't it? And that's because many of us have this association that anger equals aggression. And that aggression is the only way to express anger. So when we say things like, you need to get rid of your toxic anger, you need to work on your anger, do we always mean the emotion or do we mean the behavior that comes from that emotion? And finally, emotions are not useless. They're not just something to get rid of, ignore, or suppress. Emotions are messages, they're information. Information that can help you to understand yourself on a deeper level, to understand your needs, what would help you to feel better, and also help you to decide how you want to react in certain situations. In the next few videos, you'll learn more about how to navigate your emotions in a healthy, accepting way. Feel free to check out my whole playlist about emotions at the end of this video as well. And when you start looking at emotions this way, emotions stop being so scary when you realize that they're just physiological reactions. And with that in mind, you can start to overcome a bit of that emotional avoidance and allow yourself to start experiencing them, to start feeling them, and to realize that when you do, nothing bad will happen. That you can contain that emotion. You can feel it. And we all know that we have our little habits of avoiding, numbing out, or distracting ourselves from when things get too uncomfortable or too big. And that's why seeing emotions in this way can help you to work on those maybe unhealthy coping strategies. You realize that emotions really aren't those invisible, powerful forces that come and just take control of you. That they're just physiological processes, and they're a bit like waves. They come and they go. And that every emotion, when it comes, it has a beginning and an end. And that every emotion you feel will pass. And finally, instead of escaping or trying to fight those experiences, you can choose to approach and turn even the hardest experiences into opportunities for growth, learning, and self-development. Emotions are messages from you to you. So next time, instead of obsessing over, I need to try and control my emotions better, or instead of pushing them away, just try and focus on what information it may be trying to tell you. Simply ask yourself this one question: what is this emotion trying to tell me? Because emotions are not trying to ruin your day. They're trying to guide you. And you can learn how to read them. Learning breath awareness and breathing techniques can be a really helpful tool in managing intense, difficult emotions or even your daily stress levels. And that's why I've created this free webinar, You Are How You Breathe, which talks everything about breath work and breathing techniques. All you need to do to get access to this webinar is go to my website, www.senseofsynergy.com, leave your email address there, and I'll send you a link to your inbox. I hope that this video was useful and insightful for you. Let me know in the comments down below, what's the one thing you find tricky when it comes to emotions? If you've learned something new about emotions today, give me a thumbs up or send this video to someone you know to pass this message on. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.